Good morning, 6:39. Happy Thursday. Well, whether you're Icelandic descent or not, the 124th annual Icelandic Festival in Gimli is a fun place for the whole family to visit this long weekend.
It is. BT's Drew Kozub stopped by the new Iceland Heritage Museum to learn exactly why Icelandic heritage is so important to the Gimli area.
This weekend, a lot of people are coming to Gimli for the Icelandic Festival, and they may understand, okay, this has something to do with Iceland and having fun, but they don't totally get the tradition. To tell us a little bit more about that, I'd like to introduce you to Tammy from the new Iceland Heritage Museum. Thanks for letting us come down here today.
Thank you for coming.
All right, so of all the places that these Icelanders could have settled when they left Iceland in the 1800s, why did they choose what's now Gimli?
Well, there was a group of them who had come, and originally where their destination was Kinmount, Ontario. So they had gone there, been there, things went very badly, the jobs they had been promised with the railroad didn't pan out. So there was a group of men who set out to find a better place for them to settle, and at the time there was an opportunity for them to have a tract of land, which was actually outside of the boundaries of Manitoba at the time, which was a postage stamp province. And so to actually establish themselves in a colony where they could have sole settlement rights and retain their language and their culture.
Oh, that's great. So they had sort of a blank slate. They said, this is your area, you guys can do with it what you want, make up your own rules, work with your own language, but here's the catch. No one has ever been here before. This is untamed wild wilderness. So we've got this idea of Icelanders being really tough, but holy smokes, when you walk around the museum, you find out just how tough they were. Because when they first got here, they didn't have houses, they didn't have anything, they had to live in little tents.
They did. They came up the river and came to, their original destination was Riverton, which is about half an hour, Riverton, woohoo, yeah, half an hour north of here. And because of the lake Winnipeg being what it is, they were being pulled by a steamship up the river, and they came to this area, and the lake became very rough and bad, and the captain said, you're going to have to stay here. So he dropped them off, and they landed at Willow Island. They had ovens with them that they had picked up in Winnipeg, but they had tents. So basically here they were at the end of October on the beach, settling, and quickly building rough log cabins, you know, sort of saddle construction to begin to get as many people as they could into shelter.
So, and the thing was, let's get these people into shelter, let's keep them warm. So this cabin that we're standing in right now, this was about the size of the cabins that they lived in, and it's not very big. Like, we can walk, if we like held hands and stretched out, we could touch either end of this thing. How many people lived in a cabin this big?
Anywhere between 10, 12, up to 14 people would have lived in a cabin this size, according to accounts that were written. Yeah.
Wow. So if you didn't get along with your roommates or your family, you were having a very long winter once you first arrived in Gimli.
That's right. And they had a lot of hardships then in the spring too, because the smallpox epidemic hit them, and so they had a very long road, but they were hardy and tough, and here we are.
Exactly, that's right. They settled, they got this great community going, and now we love coming to Gimli. Such a beautiful place and a great opportunity to check it out for the Icelandic celebration. If we're coming to town, Gimli, around the Icelandic celebration or any time, what can we look forward to when we visit your museum?
Well, I think, you know, we always have our permanent exhibits, which I think are awesome. We have a short film that you can see that tells you all about New Iceland, and we have a little section with Viking costumes and helmets that's always available for family and friends and people to come and hang out and just, you know, try on that Viking costume and have a little fun. And we also have temporary exhibits, 3 to 4 a year, on various topics.
Things are always changing. Tammy, thank you so much. If you want to stay up to date on what's happening here at the museum, just go to our website, breakfasttelevision.ca, and we have the details posted there. Taking a quick break here on BT, but more to come later this morning on City.